So what is going on with The Sims? They rebranded. They've been teasing a lot of Sims 1 and Sims 2 things. It looks like this, you know, our favorite franchise is just brewing some things for this 25th anniversary. They've changed banners, they've changed graphics, profile pictures. I'm really curious what's happening, if I'm not being deceived, if this isn't a joke. I still kind of have to pinch myself and think, are they actually acknowledging the older games? Because, wow. That's been a while. But I think genuinely My Sims bundle that came out recently is putting them on the right track. We're finally embracing the old without forgetting the new and vice versa. The Sims 4 feels like more a complete game today, and I think a lot of people will agree with that compared to how it was when it came out. So I think it is time that we give some attention to these older games. There's a lot of remakes, a lot of remaster from other franchises out there, and they've been very successful. If anything, helped bring in the money, and surprised Sims didn't really tap into that vault of theirs and release these new games out. I grew up with The Sims. I grew up with early Sims, you know, early 2000. Played a ton of PlayStation Sims as well. A ton of Nintendo Wii when I was little. What is happening is very reassuring for us who were there when we were, you know, when this was still seen as a bit more of a, not a video game, but more of a taboo game. Like, you play Sims, that's not even a game. And we were like, hold on a minute, it is. And finally it's being recognized, because simulation is grown a lot over the years. I don't think it's going to be a remaster of any kind. I think they're going to be porting Sims 1 and Sims 2. Maybe like a legacy bundle over to the EA app, because unless you had the chance to catch Sims 2, the collection they released through Origin, and then the whole free codes that they were releasing, unless you have that, there's no really other legal way to play these games. And they still come with flaws and resolutions and some fixes that mods had to care for.
6.5 hours later.
Some stuff has just come out now about these leaks that have been going around. So I'm literally recording this last minute. So breaking news. Sims community is quite a reliable source. Kind of confirmed what I've been saying. So there's gonna be probably either a bundle together for both games, Sims 1 and Sims 2, or they're gonna be releasing both games, first the first one and then the second one eventually, as a port. Nothing about remaster, remakes, or any of the sort. I don't think these games are gonna be touched. The only thing that they could fix is resolution, and shadows is a big problem for these games. Also recognizing your graphics card and all that, because, well, we've gone so far compared to 2000 and 2004. These games are going to be released with proper DLCs or expansion. We used to call them expansions back in my old days. But from what I can see, it's not Mac users. It's going to be only Windows 10 and 11. So either they're waiting to release them later for Mac, or they're not going to be released. I'd be surprised. From my own speculation, I can only imagine these games won't get released until February. Don't know when. I think it's a good announcement for the 25th anniversary. It falls on a very perfect date. You know, it's the right time to release them. And like I said, franchises have done this a lot lately. It's only going to rank in some money for Maxis and EA with whatever future project they're going to be working on. I'm happy to see this finally being acknowledged, and finally we're getting some answers now as well. There's this nostalgia week they're doing, so fingers crossed they might show some gameplay of these two patched older games. I wouldn't be surprised. It seems to do a lot of live streams lately, so fingers crossed. I hope all you guys that played The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 and whatever, you guys get to experience them just as much as we did back then. And I'm really, really glad they're doing this. So thank you for watching my video. I won't delay you even more. I will see you next time, hopefully with a confirmation of when these games are going to be released.